watching the brand new series of Griffinscope Tarot, where we look at learning the tarot without textbooks. This is all going to be done, this whole series, without touching any textbooks. So the first thing I want to teach you today is something that was taught to me. We used to call her a gypsy, but she wasn't a real gypsy. Her name's Liz Taylor, and she brought this to me. I used to go to school with her, actually, and she lived in the woods. And they were quite countrified people, but yeah, she taught me this one. So I think her grandmother was a reader, but Liz actually wasn't a reader. And I'm going to ask the question, is my real name Griffin? And I'm only looking for the aces. So the ace will either come upright. If it's true, it's a yes, and inverted if it's a no. So is my real name Griffin? Let's stop there. Keep going till you get the ace. Now, a bit like with body language, I wouldn't take one thing in and of itself. If I'm doing a reading for a client and I need to be on point and sharp, I'm going to take a pendulum over this and do a proper spread on it as well. So still going, waiting for an ace. Talk amongst yourselves, make a coffee. Okay. Yes, there we go. Earth energy. And we can see a body as well, can't we, in the pentacle. Okay, so that's one thing you can try at home for yourself. Test it out on things that you already know, though, would be my one for that. And, you know, washing the cards, getting your psychic imprint on them so that you're not reading from a past reading would be really good. Remember, when you're shuffling and it comes to things like flyers coming out or jumpers, don't read more than two, because that gets confusing. Just take one to start with, I would, and just, you know, seed the rest back in. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. People were saying, how do I choose my tarot cards? Well, you know, tarot cards are what you're drawn to. And, you know, if you're into animals, like I love cats, then, you know, my glorious, wonderful MJ Colne Curious Cats deck. I mean, just take a look at that Ace of Cups there. It's like Disney. The colours are so vivid. And then a stark contrast to this one. I think this is the Romantic Tarot, something like that. Very, very pale. A little bit confusing for me. We've got that woman there that I could confuse that with the Queen of Cups, maybe. So this pack isn't for me. Colours are too pale. It doesn't unlock my intuition. I do quite like these. These are from the deck Art Nouveau, and they're very glossy, aren't they, and embossed with all that gold there. Really embodies for me the power of the Ace of Cups. Yeah, so choose to what you are. Go for what you feel drawn to, yeah? You don't have to use the bog standard Rider-Waite. Here we've got the Rider-Waite. This is the one that everyone says that you have to learn from. So you've got the gift being presented by the hand there. If it's not speaking to you, it's not for you. You won't learn, you know, the best. I always think that you learn best what you really are attracted to and stimulated by, that kind of thing. So there's no kind of hard and fast with this. You know, I would like to read on my other channel, you know, a lot of you have crossed over. So I will just say I would like to read more with this deck, but because this deck do not suit Prince Harry and Meghan, then I don't want to use it. Maybe the Urban Crow, something like that, would be even better than the classic Crow deck that I'm going to be using. So yeah, go for what you feel drawn to. A bit like when you're analysing issues and problems, don't analyse everything. Go to what you feel pulled to. Right, I wanted to show you or share with you a reading that I very quickly did for somebody on the spot. I was waiting in the garage. You never know when you're going to be asked for a tarot reading. I was waiting in the garage for my card to be done, and so was this other lady. She was actually the son of the boy garage owner. I don't know, he looked as if he was in his 20s, didn't look old enough. Anyway, and she said, please, oh, you're a reader, please will you read on my daughter? I feel like she could be gay. And so I said, right, I'll quickly pull 4 cards for you. You know, I'm off duty, guys. And this is the cards that came up. And this is what I'm talking about, opening the door to the intuition, allowing the cards to speak and not the textbook, because I was immediately drawn to that rainbow. And again, it's not maybe a textbook meaning that would go with the 10 of Cups, but the rainbow, I was thinking immediately gay pride. And I mentioned this, is she into gay pride? And she said, well, actually, she's recently bought, I think it was even the day before, it was very quick, the timing, a gay pride flag and put it up in her bedroom. Now, look what we've got next to that. So let's just leave the gay pride flag there for a moment, moving into the lovers card. We know that the lovers, we can see a male, we can see a female. Part of us is male, part of us is female, the yin and the yang that's in absolutely everything. Now notice how this Ace of Cups, for me, the Ace of Cups always feels like a chalice type womb, and it's inverted. So the feminine, in a way, for me, is kind of blocked or somehow, I don't know. So it feels a bit like this, like that. Also, we've got the Fool energy, and we know with the Fool, it is androgynous. It's not male, it's not female. We can't tell what this crow is. Could be either, could be both. In days of old, they certainly thought of hermaphrodites who had male and female body parts, physical body parts, as being completely, harmonious and in tune with the gods. So it's whatever one chooses to, whatever way you want to look at it. So I just thought that was interesting. Without taking any textbooks, I can already see a theme, see a story. We know we've got the gay pride flag here. We know the lovers is about relationship to ourselves and making life choices as well. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? And the inverted womb or chalice along with the androgyny. So there's some kind of meaning coming up. What would you make of that? What would be, when you look at these cards, what do they invoke for you? What doors are opening with your mind, with your feelings, with your senses? Sensing your way through a tarot reading is very, very important. You need all your senses, And sometimes it's not for you to make... you throw it out, what comes up. Obviously, it has to be empathically said. Don't be an idiot. We are in the high priestess mode when we partake of a reading, whether it's for ourselves or whether it's for somebody else. You never leave anybody in a, state where they're kind of, going away more anxious than when they came in. People will normally ask for a reading because, and it's a spiritual interpretation, it's not cast in stone. It's how things are panning out in the moment, how that person's thinking, and this is what it'll produce. Okay, I'm going to leave it there with you. Drop your comments in the box below. Let me know any questions that I can attempt to answer for you. And thank you for your support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. We are a new channel and we need all the subscribers we can get. But we thank you for the presence of the old ones that have crossed over from the Griffinscope. Thank you. It's good to see you. See you in the next. Bye for now.